What's up YouTube land, Xeno Gaming back with some more F1 2019 content. Here today we are racing at Monza for round 4 of the Trans-Nations Oceania Regionals. And we're heading into this Grand Prix after the last time out we were at Spa, where the result didn't go our way, just a few driving errors. And the result of that, I'll show you the championship standings after the first 4 rounds. Now, some of the drivers have been moved to faster tiers, so that's why it looks a little bit different. But at the moment, Harry is on top with his 2 wins and second place. And we also have the other win. But we're 20 points behind him in the championship, with Amiral in 3rd place on 45 points after his podium last time out, with Hamish in 4th place. So that's the championship standings. And now what we're showing here is our first run in Q1 on the soft tyres, and I was really happy with this lap. Is going through Ascari, just a little lift over that curb just to really balance, to not spin the car on that curb. It can be really nasty. And as Jordan sets the first lap with on the medium tyre, 1 minute 22, but we are looking to absolutely smash that as we come across the line. I was really happy for the first timed lap. And the result of that is a little lock-up in the parabolic. It cost me a little bit of time, but we come around it for a 1 minute 19.8. So I was really happy with the first run out of the gate. I didn't think I'd drop straight into the 19, so I was really happy about that. But now we're coming through our second lap here and our second run. And the strategy is quite simple, softs to medium. So I'm going to set all 3 qualifying laps on the soft tyres, lit up the rear wheels there, excuse me, and actually, I did hit the wall with the rear of the car. Luckily, it's only the front that takes damage. But yeah, no damage conceded. And now we have to just settle for our last flying lap on soft tyres. We still have the pole for now. And championship leader Harry hasn't been able to set a clean lap yet, because just keeps making either mistakes or invalidating his lap time. I think it was more so the invalidating his lap time at Ascari. So we got a much better run through turn 1 than we did in our flying lap. And you can see the result already a few tenths up here, and we go purple to the first sector now, looking for the 100 metre board. Down the 3rd gear, going to use all the curb on the inside at that left-right chicane. And now into the Lesmo is a tricky corner. You're going to be patient on the throttle and firing it up now to 6th gear, back down the 4th, get the car turned in now on the throttle as early as possible. We're still a few tenths up here on the run to Ascari now. And looking for that just after that 100 metre board in qualifying, up to 345 k's an hour. Absolutely amazing speeds you reach here at the Temple of Speed here in Monza. As we come through Ascari chicane, we're a green middle sector as Harry puts it on pole at 119.4. Will we have an answer to that? It's going to be close across the line. And as we come into the Parabolica now for the last time, get the nose turned in, short shifting for the wheel spin. And now can we go the run to the line? It's going to be close as we come across the line. And a 19.5, we're under a 10th off pole. Really close here in qualifying between me and Harry, so it should be an exciting race with Mason in 3rd place and Brett in 4th. So yeah, it should be really exciting, and strategy is quite simple here, soft to medium. I took some fuel out. All my practice runs during the week I had a lot of fuel in for this track, but I took fuel out for this occasion, because I know that the slipstream is so powerful here that you can just conserve fuel in the slipstream. And so that's the reasoning for that, just to have that lighter car. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for sure on the front row with our championship rival Harry. So should be ready for a good race. We've got an alpha sandwich here on the grid, as Mason has qualified himself in 3rd on his debut in the Oceania Regionals. So look out to see what he can do. And yeah, it should be a exciting race, hopefully, as we pull up to the grid. But yeah, just the thought of coming in lap 9 as well was the mediums make it to the end and you get that little bit of an undercut. I feel like the softs, once you get to like lap 10, they're not that good anymore, and it's quicker to go and actually pit on lap 9 rather than lap 11, because the mediums hold out quite well to the end. But anyway, 5 red lights, and it's go for the Italian Grand Prix, and a great start by ourselves here. We've absolutely blown the rest of the field away. And we are coming into turn 1 unchallenged by the looks of it, so we can brake nice and easily into one little lock at the front right corner, and we go into turn 1 unchallenged. Unbelievable start by ourselves here, as now Harry follows us into P2 and Brett has gotten P3 off Mason, so really, really good start. That, I must say, that was one of the best starts I've ever had on this game. Just no wheel spin off the line. I couldn't believe it, to be honest, that I had that good a start. And yeah, now the goal from this point is to try and pull out of that DRS, which is just so difficult to do here at Italy. And we know Harry's got pace after seeing his qualifying. I know I've got good race pace from all the work I've done during the week. I know I'm probably a bit better on race pace than I am qualifying pace, but we'll see how that goes as we come through the Sky chicane. Got to be careful not to cut the corner. Don't want to pick up any time penalties. So now on the run to the Parabolica for the first time, Harry is right behind us in our slipstream. He's not going to be close enough to have a look this time, but will we have a go into turn 1? We go a little bit wide, missed the apex there. So maybe Harry has the chance now into turn 1 if he's gotten himself a good run through the Parabolica. But it doesn't look like he has, as we set the opening lap pace. So good first lap, and now this is the end of lap 2, and we set the fastest lap of the race, and as you'd expect, and no one beats it behind, and we actually pull out that critical 1 second gap to Harry. So now this is moving to lap 7. You can see Brett and Harry were scrapping behind. We've pulled out about a 6 second margin behind us, and as we're coming through here, our teammate is in the pit labyrinth to retire because he had a bit of an accident, but then Mason has put it in the wall at Ascari, and a virtual safety car has been deployed, and I didn't have enough time to come in the pits. I probably would have if I did, but I didn't have that time. But everyone behind has come into the pits, including Harry, Brett, Hamish, all for the medium tire to go to the end. So what I did was, instead of coming in on lap 9, I did something different. I decided, instead of having that 1 lap fresher tyres, I'm going to go and extend my stint to lap 11 at the end. I was going to come in lap 10, but I saw that I had the gap still, so I pushed it to lap 11. And I was just using this moment of time just to save ERS. I was not sure if I was going to come out in front. It was a bit of a gamble here to stay out this long, but I wasn't sure. I saw that I had a pretty decent gap. I had that 6 second buffer. I would have lost time when they put it under virtual safety car, and it was a big gamble to go 3 extra laps, but we'll see if it pays off for us here in a second. You can see they're on their way now into the Parabolica as we come in for the medium tyre to go to the end of the race. We're going to have much better tyres for the second half of this Grand Prix, and we're going to have to utilise that to our advantage, as now we come out of the pit lane here, and Brett is coming down the main straight here. He's taken second off Harry for now, and we're going to come out just in front, a couple of seconds advantage. So it has all worked out, as now we have to put in the lap times to really show our pace. And you can see this is lap 13 now, and this is our first flying lap off the safety car. We've done the outlap and another virtual safety car. I couldn't see the username who retired there. Forgive me for that. And I believe it was Jordan, actually. So that's unfortunate for him, as now the first flying lap after the virtual safety car, we managed to pop in the fastest lap of the race. We do it again on the very next lap after our fastest lap, and moving to lap 17, picked up our first warning. But you can see here, anyway, we have just really extended our legs here, and with the fresher tyres, now we're kind of just cruising along. We can afford to just really cruise, as another retirement. This time it's Brett. He was in second. He dropped the third up. He'd started to struggle a little bit with his tyres, and he's put it in the wall at Ascari. Really unfortunate for him, and he's right in the middle of the track, as you can see on the dots here. I was absolutely praying there would not be a safety car. It would be the last thing I would want. And you can see a virtual safety car, luckily for us, is deployed, not the full course yellow that all the drivers behind would have been hoping for. So a little bit of stroke of luck. 3 virtual safety cars in the one race. As now we move on to the last lap, it was really just, yeah, quite straightforward after that. Just not braking late, not making a mistake. It was I made a little mistake. I can't remember what lap it was at Ascari, and I think it was about 3 laps to go. And it wasn't like a major mistake. I didn't go off the track or anything, but I just kind of ran a little bit deep. And I realized after that lap, I really had to refocus kind of thing. But yeah, apart from that, no issues, and straightforward race here at Monza today. And everybody behind, the gap's so big now because they've all come in for new tyres to set the fastest lap. I saw they did that. I had enough fuel and ERS to put it in the hot lap for one last run here, but I made a few mistakes here, as you can see. Not the best lap, especially on these old medium tyres. I didn't have a chance in hell to beat these guys for the fastest lap. As you can see, Aaron puts in the fastest lap of 1 minute 22, and even though I did a personal best first sector, I'm not improving in the middle sector. So despite yeah, so that's okay though. I'll take a race win, the full 25 points, and Harry is behind trying to set the fastest lap to gain an extra point on me in the championship. So yeah, smart play by the guys behind, I guess, to do that. But we're going to come across the line to take our second win, technically our first win on track here in the Transnation Esports at Monza. So yeah, it was a great race, and for me, no mistakes really. The one had really just one mistake really cutting the track, and the other mistake was at Ascari. I didn't show. It wasn't really a mistake anyway. It probably cost me like 3-4 tenths. But yeah, that's it really, and tune in next week for the race at Singapore. Hopefully that's a little bit more action-packed than this one here today at Monza. Just, yeah, had the perfect start really and controlled the race from there. Was managed the gaps behind, broke the slipstream, and that was it really. So the virtual safety car was probably the most difficult part of the race, with those old soft tyres that were absolutely buggered. They were, I think, up to 70% on the left rear tyre, which is the worst tyre around this truck. But anyway, that's been today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Congrats to everyone who finished on the podium. And we'll see you guys for the next race at Singapore. Till then, goodbye.